Good evening, everyone. 50 million people around the world and growing have come in contact with the Syracuse company in just the past 6 months.
Now, most probably didn't even know they were being counted to improve how buildings and spaces are used and for better security.
Tonight, News Channel 9's Jeff Kulikowski is showing us how this 5-year-old tech garden startup is growing fast by making sense of all the data collected by their devices made in central New York.
It may seem like an unlikely place to spark an idea for a high-tech company in Syracuse, but this local coffee shop did just that about 5 years ago for a few local guys with a software consulting company.
And some days we would get there and we would be first in line, and other days there would be 10 people ahead of us. And we said to ourselves, if we can know the temperature anywhere in the world right now, how come we can't know how busy the coffee shop is that's 2 blocks away?
And that's how Density got started, now the anchor of the fast-growing tech garden in downtown Syracuse.
Density helps organizations improve the performance of their buildings, make them safer, more efficient, and more productive.
These little devices, discreetly installed over doorways, anonymously determine when a person enters or exits a room to give account of how many people are in there.
And you want to make sure that your employees have access to the space they need when they need it. You don't want them wasting time walking around looking for a room.
For most organizations, real estate is their second biggest expense. 41% of leased or owned corporate office space in the U.S. is vacant but paid for.
Those products, they never turn off. They work 24/7, whether it's day or night, summer or winter.
Which is why what they're doing in this new hardware center at the Tech Garden is so important. It opened this spring for Density, which was sourcing out the making of their devices to a company in Texas.
Producing in Syracuse is, in short, better, faster, and cheaper. We are able to control the supply of the product much better. We are able to respond to the demand as well. And the quality of the product definitely got better.
Has it morphed a lot over the 5 years, or is that kind of what you first came up with and just little tweaks?
It has morphed more than you can imagine.
Yeah.
When we originally started, we had no visions of having a hardware component.
Density is made possible by a combo of hardware and software. But at the end of the day, the customer is buying the results.
We collect raw data, we analyze the data, and we turn it into intelligible data that people can make data-driven decisions with.
Gyms use it to find out what classes are the most popular. We've got cafeterias using it to know, their popular days or how much to forecast what their busiest days are going to be for food orders.
Over 100 customers in 22 countries around the world now use Density. Many Fortune 1000s like Pepsi, Verizon, Marriott, and Notre Dame University. And Dropbox, which has just helped uncover a brand new use for Density.
Dropbox has been trying to solve the tailgating problem for some time now. They have been exploring other technologies, and they haven't found anything to solve tailgating.
Tailgating happens at secure spaces that use badge or code entry, and there's only one swipe or code input, but more than one person walks in. Even though it may be innocent most of the time, it still presents a real security issue.
All of a sudden, your space is no longer secure, and you don't know who's in there.
Von Dijk says Density can be integrated into a badge system, for instance, in real time to determine if there's one swipe but more than one entrance.
We've got this tech thing happening, and companies like this are doing well here.
Many of us are born and raised in Syracuse. Syracuse is home for many of us, and there's a special pride in being able to start the business here and to continue to grow the business here.
Because there's new things to solve every day with these small devices made in central New York. Jeff Kulikowski, News Channel 9.
Now, in just 5 years, Density has raised $40 million in venture capital to grow its business.
They have gone from 5 employees to 50, and they're hiring. Head to localesquire.com. We'll link you to their careers page.